back. Now, there was still some questions in reference to the sparkler time lock. So, of course, I'm addressing this as number 2. So let's engage. Okay, so the first video that I did on it, we saw that we know with the time lock, every day that you add onto your time lock, you're going to receive an additional 0.1096% on your ROI to a max of 400%. And of course, you can do from 1 day to 10 years. And at the end of your stake, you have the ability to click the button. You will receive back the 62.93 as you saw in the video, and you can do whatever you want to do with it. You can put it in your pocket, you can cash it out, you can take it, reinvest it in the pools, and you can definitely take it and reinvest it back into the sparkler. Okay. Now, as you can see with that same example, by me just putting in for a measly 5 days, I received a whole $5.64, and the little bitty bonus that I received was 0.55%. So it's not that it was really a loss. I mean, you're talking about 513 LPs is 513 LPs. However, you don't get the big benefit of the time lock like you do when you do the 360, the 3650, or the 10-year time lock. Because like I said, my question was, are short time locks worth it? To me, no. And of course, it's an individual endeavor. This is your investment. You do whatever you choose. I deposited $47.41, as you can see here in Spark, and I received a whole $5.64 back in LPs. But let's take a look at these numbers here. Okay, special shout out to Rock Monkey in the Spark Swap. He already did the numbers. I didn't even have to do them. Special shout out. Double tap, take a bow. Okay, so what he put in there, he said that 10-day stake is now complete and the final return. So on a 10-day stake, you get a whole 20%. A 30-day stake, after 11 days, you got 20%, 27%, excuse me. On a 100-day stake, the current return is 21% after 9 days. So on 100 days, 21%, I guess 21%, 9. You're going to have to figure that out. And then, hold on, let me just take a peek here. So at 21% at 9 days, so 21, at 9 days. So in that's 36 days. So in a month, you're getting closer. So it's going to be about 30, 35, 36 days in order to get your ROI back on a 100-day stake. However, on a 3650 stake or the 10-year stake, his current return was at 50% after 8 days. And this one will ROI in another 10 days. And if you know that in the first video that I did on the Sparkler, that on a 3650 stake, you're going to hit your 100% ROI between 18 and 20 days, give or take. Of course, there's fluctuations in the Spark prices, fluctuations in the ROI and everything. So that's why you have to range it in between 18 and 20 days. Then you have all your money back. But hold on. This is what I'm talking about. So on my second stake here, I put in 72.73 Spark for $73. I put it in, of course, for the 3650 days. And, essentially, in an example, 6.15 days have passed. So I have received $23.38 in LPs, or 1843 0.79 LPs, which breaks down to $3.80 per day, or 299 LPs. In 19.44 days, I will hit my ROI. I will make almost $74 in 19.44 days. I made my money back in LPs. So technically, yes, I have my money. I could have took those LPs, split them, put them in my wallet, and I'd have my money back. So that's one way you can get your ROI, take it, put it into your pocket, and you're good. Now you're playing with nothing but Spark Swap's house money. Because from that point on, from day 20, essentially, on until the protocol is gone or you hit the 10-year mark, whichever comes first, it's nothing but pure profit. Here's what I'm talking about. Now, there's more. Look at this. Okay. So now, On that same example with the 72.3 spark, you had, I'm going to go out to January 1st of 2024. I'm not going to do the full time. So that's 118 days from today. And I'm even going to use the $3.80. I'm going to break it down to $3, just $3 even. So 118 days at $3 is a $354 profit, or 35,282 LPs. But wait. So let's just take this number here. So let's do it. Let's say it goes for 10 years just for the sake of argument. So you're talking 3,650 days in total, minus the 118 days we already used to January. And then we're going to take off the extra 20 days. So essentially you got 3,512 days times $3. That's $10,000, $10,536 in profit, or let me break it down. So 3,512 times 299, 1,050,088 LPs. There's no comparison. If you're concerned about getting your ROI back instantly, those first 20 days, take it, do whatever you need to do. You have your ROI. Then from day 20 on, as long as the protocol lasts, you're going to be in a profit. Now, however, now you're going to miss out getting those 20 days of recirculating back into the, creating your COP and going back into the sparkler, but it is what it is. You have to make the call. This is the part that's an individual endeavor. You have to do what's best for you, your family, and your family's finances. If you know that it's going to drive you crazy and you're not going to be able to sleep that night because you don't have your ROI back, then you can do that. You can, every day you go in there, pull that little bit of $3 out, $3.80 out until you get your $73 back. Now that you got your $73 back, then you can just go in there every day and just recycle it. Pull it out, put it into the farm. Pull it out, put it back into the farm, or whatever your circle of prosperity is. Okay, so let's continue. Now, if you are in the sparkler and you see the bounty button, I know the people are hitting that bounty button because you saw it in my first video and I missed it because I ended up ending the stake first and then I went back and the bounty was gone. Press the daggone button. If you see it, press it, because it's only going to be on your screen if it's available. You won't, it's not there just lounging there, laying there. Oh, anybody want to press it? If you go into the sparkler and you see the bounty button there, click it instantly, so you can get that 1% of whatever their stake was. Okay. Now, I got to give a special shout out to this oh my God, the Spark Swap community. As of making this video, the TVL is at $8,407,459.11 across all farms and pools. The Spark Swap is kicking ass and taking names. And we know that the Sparkler is just electrifying, I guess it's a good word, the protocol, because it's a game changer. And as always, I just want to say that this is for informational, educational purposes only. This is never intended as any type of financial advice because I am not a financial advisor. I'm here just providing pure entertainment and sharing some insight into the sparkler for the community. So, and I do not give no financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor. And all I ask is that you please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And to all of my legends out there, engage.